Let's talk about add two numbers. You are given two non-empty linked lists represent two non-negative integers. The digits are stored in reverse order, and each of their nodes contains a single digit. Add the two numbers and return the sum as a linked list. So 2 plus 5 is 7, 4 plus 6 is 10, so you carry a 1 to the next one, and 3 plus 4 plus a carry 1, which is 8, and then you just return the 7, so you will say 708. So this is how this is how the solution is. So the idea is you are going to have a list of nodes, head and tail. So I will initialize my head and tail, and if I add the first one, then I would just say head equal to tail and equal to the number that the additional between these two nodes. And later on, after the first node, I would just keep using my tail, not a not a head node. So I do need a carry, so which is in carry equal to 0. And I also need to know like how do I add these two numbers. So if I only have one node on the second line, and I have three nodes on the first line, then I still need to traverse every single node, right? So I can use the AND addition for the value. So I would say val L1 is not equal to null, or L2 is not equal to null. Then I'll have a value 1 for the L1, so it's either if L1 is equal to null, which is equal to 0, and else I will say L1 dot val, and this is going to be the same thing for the val2. So L2 equal to null. If that's true, then I return 0. Also I return L2 dot val. And I also need a sum, so sum is equal to val1 plus val2 plus carry. The current carry is 0 for sure, right? So I would say if head equal to null, so this is the first one, and I would say head equal to tail, and equal to new ListNode, and I would say sum mod 10. So that would be the first value. And then what happens if head is not null? Then I would say, okay, I have to put every single number into my tail, right? So I already initial my tail right over here, right? Then if I add another two number, then this is tail.next, right? So tail.next is equal to new ListNode, and then sum mod 10 as well. And I need to know my tail is actually the tail.next, so tail equal to tail.next. Then I need to know like what's my carry. My carry is actually equal to sum divided by 10. It doesn't matter if you have an if statement or not, because sum divided by 10 you definitely get more than 1 for sure if sum is greater than 10 or equal to 10, right? Then I will have to move my L1 and L2 pointer, which is a linked list. If L1 is equal to null, it's not equal to null, then L1 equal to L1.next. And if L2 is not equal to null, L2 equal to L2.next. And this is pretty simple, and I almost finished. So after the while loop, then we also have to check the carry, because there could be like 5 plus 5, right? And then you carry another one to the next tail, and then which means you have to check if carry is equal to 1, then I have to say tail.next is equal to new ListNode, and I'll hit 1 over here, and I'll just return head. So from what I'm telling you, you initial your head and tail right over here, right? And afterward you just move your tail. The head is still the same. So just run it and then see what happens. Alright, it's good. And it's also good. So let's talk about time and space complexity. So the time is actually the maximum between the L1 and L2. So which is the length of the L1 and L2. Because it's while loop, right? It's while loop. So its time complexity is all of maximum between L1 and L2, and the space is pretty much constant. You have a list node head and tail, and then this is a pretty much a constant space, and yeah. So all of one for space complexity, time is maximum between L1 and L2, the length of the L1 and L2. And this will be the solution. If you feel it's helpful, then press a like, subscribe if you want it, and then leave a comment if you have any question. All right, see you next time. Bye.